going on, y'all? It's your boy COI Sosa in the building. I got something special for y'all, man. This is my first Dauntless video, but I felt I had to share it because I just love the build and it's really been working for me. So we're gonna get right into it. I'm using the Ostian repeaters, as you know, and this is how I'm tanking and putting out DPS. So on my helmet and my cloak, I got the 9 lives, 16%. I'm gonna max that out as soon as possible to 20%, which is gonna give me an increased chance of having the damage that I get from the behemoth, and it's also gonna empower me for 10 seconds I get if I get put in a position where I will be knocked out, because it doesn't allow you to get knocked out your first time. You actually resurrect for 400 health your first time, so it comes in handy to be able to tank the damage. And that also goes well with the lantern that I'm using, which is the Scar's Defiance, which grants me 250 hit point, a 250 hit point shield for 6 seconds. So that alone just keeps me strong. I'm using also with the Nasher Cloak and Treads. It gives me plus 250 max health and 25% increased healing from all sources. So all of these is just part of the tankiness of the build, but where you really get into what is just putting out massive amounts of DPS, to where when you do get hit, it's going to be very rare, because you're putting out so much DPS that you're making the behemoths run and things like that. So it starts off with the sharpened. I have +2. I'm going to get that to +3. That's going to be plus 15% part damage, but for now it's plus 10% part damage, and I'm going to show you how that has a synergy with the actual repeaters. By using that 10% part damage from my sharpened in the marksman chamber, now if a part is struck, it takes 40% more damage. So that's 50% damage right there. When you empower, that's 90% damage. So if I get the +3, that knocks me up to 15% part damage, I'm doing almost a plus 100% damage against parts of the behemoth. Now, with the precision sights added to the repeaters, I'm dealing 8 increased damage when attacking the same part multiple times, and that stacks up to 5 times. So now you're getting into over 100% part damage, which is exactly what you want to be able to pull this full circle with the savagery. So on the repeater itself and on my gauntlets, I have +3 savagery, which gives me plus 100% damage versus wounded parts. So not only am I going to be giving 100% part damage to wound the part, I'm going to be doing plus 100% damage versus that wounded part. So you're gonna knock tails off and horns off and wings off hella fast, man. Now, what's good to have is somebody who drops orbs, who drops rate of fire orbs, where it increases your rate of fire, and now you're blasting your gun twice as fast. So another thing I didn't add was the lantern charge on hit. That's something I added too, because with this lantern, that 900 damage comes in handy if you get knocked down, which is really helpful. Sometimes I might get staggered, and I have my lantern hold on, and if the behemoth tries to charge me or anything like that, it still gets hit while I'm knocked down. So that does come in handy. But this sharpened savage build is crazy. That shit is bananas. You're gonna be running through behemoths like never before, and like with the 9 lives and with the toughness, you're gonna be tanking. You're gonna be tanking really well, and I think you guys are gonna like the build. I added this prism just to do like more damage and have more damage output. I just built this prism. It's a low power because I just made it, but initially it said it gives you plus 550 damage when charged. So I don't know why it moved down to 300. I have no idea. I'm just gonna keep building on it and see if maybe it maxes out or something like that. I'm not sure. And also I have the explosive mines, which is another 400. So just alone, that's another 700 damage right there. So, and if you're attacking the same part, which you have to do for this build, and you have to have a level of accuracy to use this marksman chamber, just so you know, for those who don't know. So, once you hit them with the marksman and you throw out your mine, I'm not sure when this prism actually activates because, like I said, I haven't used it yet. But that's pretty much my combo: is empowering, hitting the part that I want to hit, which is normally the tail, or the head, sometimes the wings, and hitting that part, throwing your explosive mine at that part, and then just going to work. Hopefully there's somebody with an orb that drops, like I said before, that you can pick up and you can just increase that rate of fire, and you can go crazy and you can just run through the behemoths in no time. So this is a great build. I will bring you more build videos if you guys want to see more build videos. I got a few ideas for healer builds, but another thing for this build before I go
I've restocked the
is
stores.
having the frenzy tonic, which grants 15% increased damage for 60 seconds, which is a hell of a long time. And back to the tanking, 12% of the damage dealt will heal all nearby slayers for 30 seconds. So you're kind of being that combat medic, and you're retaining your health with this life drain tonic. So these two is definitely two that I would use for the build. I don't have any more, but this is what I use for the build. So just try it out. Tell me what you think. Leave a comment, man. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If this is your first time here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe and share. And I appreciate you guys stopping by, man. I'll holler at y'all soon. Your boy Sosa. I'm out. Peace.